Yeah. No. Difficult. Avoiding turning on the bright lights in the morning. Why? Because my eyes get shocked. Anybody's eyes get shocked with all this lighting. In my room, there's no LEDs. Incandescent light is what I try to use as best I can. I hope I'm talking all right. Yeah. I know you can hardly see me. I can hardly see myself. But best in the morning to not have so bright of a light. If you don't force, you got rods and you got cones in your eyes. And if you want to see in the dark, you try to see on the edge of your eye. It's an effort. Put yourself in the dark and try to see how much you can see in the dark. Or make them work. Yeah, make your rods and cones work equally. Don't just depend on so much light. And you'll find that you can even walk around, even in the dark. And you'll find that when there's no lights out in the roads and everything, you can see okay. His body is incredible. I was sitting here, and I was in a happy mood, wanting to laugh, something like that. I was wondering, can I access my tears? Can I access my tears? On a scientific level, tears and crying, they remove more contamination than going to the toilet. More contamination is removed just by your teardrops, your tear ducts. But many don't understand rods and cones and tear ducts and all these other things. It's difficult for some to understand, but they're there, the tear ducts. They accumulate dirtiness. They can even make the color underneath your eyes black when the kidneys, which are water, function with water. You know that the water in your body is not being cleansed sufficiently. When beneath the eyes, there's like blackness. Sometimes just a trace, and sometimes I've seen a lot of blackness. I was sitting in a happy mood, and I said, I want to access my tears. And my tears were coming. Just by an emotional change, an emotional thought, my tears are coming. Tears can't come in a digital atmosphere. They don't come. It's our working atmosphere. It is not our human atmosphere. So, an accumulation or a thought pattern do not live in a minute or a second or a gigabyte. So many things. Not live in that realm unless it's necessary for some work. Now, the realm of the Muhurtas is such a different realm. The Muhurta is a space. It's like a space. At this time, it's a space to sleep. At this time, it's a space to cry. At this time, it's a space to be happy. At this, all emotions, all changings in the body. Any change that I have in the body, it doesn't go like a barrier. At this second, it's like this, and if you go on the other side at that second, it's like that, different. No. One very easily, and not in a disruptive manner, changes from one to the other. One Muhurta changes from one to the other. Just for example, waking Muhurta, that space may even be 2 Muhurtas long. And then after those 2 Muhurtas, a sleeping Muhurta may come. So the sleeping Muhurta will generally maybe 2 Muhurtas or 3 Muhurtas long. Specific sleeping Muhurtas. Hard work, real strenuous work, Muhurtas, may be a little bit longer. I can figure out a strong work Muhurta. Strong work Muhurta, let's see, you could sleep or rest 2 Muhurtas after sunrise. Okay, now we're 2 Muhurtas after sunrise. The regular Muhurta is around 48. So you can say 1 hour. So 2 Muhurtas, we get to the Muhurta of getting to work. Generally, sunrise at 6 o'clock. Generally, 8 o'clock, you're getting ready for work. So now, that work Muhurta, that can go all the way to 12 o'clock. Real strenuous work Muhurta. And then after 12 o'clock, the eating Muhurta. And then after that eating Muhurta, there's another resting Muhurta. You don't have to sleep, but at least resting Muhurta. 2 Muhurtas. So just feeling that. Because what's happening is that the sun is the activator. You're not the activator. I'm not the activator. A light is not the activator. Oh, I have a light so I can work hard all night long. No, it's not the activator. The sun is the activator. You cannot produce the same air that the sun produces at different times of the day, even considering the night. You're thinking that sun is not in control, but the sun is in control. This is, when one starts thinking about this, it's just so beautiful. The sun is always in control of my sight. It's control of my muscles. It's control of the air. Different airs are moving at different times of the day. It's it's the king. Yachchakshre Shasavita Sakala Grahanam. Yeah. It's the king. So the king has made a clock. A sundial. Oh, a sundial. Yeah. It's always been there. It's our natural clock. When one starts discovering what he already has, that's the only thing. All you're doing is just coming into understanding of what you already have. You're not putting something in. You're just understanding what is there and how it should be used. That's all it is. And you can just sit and access happiness. You can just sit and access sadness. Your emotions become more to the surface. Your emotions hide themselves. People even hide their emotions. But your emotions can surface freely. No fear. I feel like crying, so I cry. I feel like laughing, so I laugh. I feel like loving, so I love. They can come to the surface with no fear at all. I have no fear of it. I want you to not have fear of his emotions. Or this type of work I cannot be emotional at. But, yeah, we can do some type of work that mechanical and everything, so we can sit at the table and eat some bread and butter. But that's all. Don't give up your human emotions. Yeah, don't give up your human emotions, because it's not just that's just the surface. When you can access your emotions, that's just the surface. You can start feeling what you really want. There's so much deeper. There's just so much deeper that you can go. But at least you're accessing your emotion and you're able to feel your emotions without fear. It's a pretty subtle subject matter that most may see no interest in it. Yeah, no, most will not see any interest in it. No importance in it. Something that actually stands in the way. They would see it as something that stands in the way. Too much emotion. Oh, you're emotional. You let your emotions take over. Oh, I want to access. I want to know what my whole body is feeling. Yeah. Anyway, if you think about it more and more, you'll be able to feel yourself better, know yourself better. I mean, like, who doesn't want to know himself, know his inner feelings, know his bodily feelings?